Hey, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of that FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory that you've been craving. We are now up to episode number 10. I know, 10 episodes already, pretty crazy. We are staying with the daily uploads on this series, of course. And, well, you know, if we're staying up with the daily uploads, then you guys are staying up with the daily support. Smash that thumbs up on today's episode. We know we can hit 5,000 likes. Let's go, keep that hype train fully on the tracks. And of course, you can come follow me on my social media, my Twitter, my Insta. Those links will be popping up throughout the video, as I'm sure you well know. So the squad's looking good. It is looking actually very nice. I've got a tasty squad for this early on in FIFA, I'm not going to lie. But we're down to only about 10,000 coins after we purchased that investment of a Lucas Hernandez at the end of the last episode. So what I figured I would do is I would just sink an hour or two into bronze pack method. Because if it's not going to, I reckon we can make it so it kind of breaks us even. We started at 10k, we're at 9k now after I did a whole 10k's worth, listed 100 things on the market. What sold, what didn't sell went back in my club, and of course the stuff already in my club is the likes of individual fitness cards, squad fitness cards. So even though we are down 1,000 coins, we are definitely up in terms of a number of players in our club. Now got 340 players in the club, and then, well, we're going to repeat the process. So there's a few things still selling. We're going to do another 9,000 coins of bronze pack method. An hour later, we've got 9.5k. So this time we've actually profited from the little batch. A whole bunch of stuff sold once again. More squad fitnesses, more individual fitnesses in the club. More stuff that didn't sell. That's more players to go into the club for marquee matchups fodder throughout the year. It's working, you know, it's definitely working. We're not getting such crazy players where we're actually ending up with like major profits right now. But the bronze pack method is a long game. So we're selling stuff right now, and the stuff that we're not selling, we will make profit on in the future. So this is what's been going on. This time we did it for a third time and we end up being about 3,000 coins short. I think there's a few players there that were still selling, so we'll nearly break even at that point. But like I said, there's so much more stuff in our club. We've got our club up to nearly 500 players now, so there's lots of bronze fodder there that we can use for league SBCs, marquee matchups, whatever it is down the line. So the rest of the time for this episode, I definitely want to play more Rivals, because I know that Rivals Rewards Day was yesterday. You'll see that in tomorrow's episode, by the way. I know I'm a little bit ahead on the Road to Glory recording right now, and I want to slow that down a little bit so that you can get slightly more sort of in real-time content. But I figured I'd save our first proper rewards for the weekend. That might be a nice video for you. So we're going to play some more Rivals today, and then after this episode is done, I'm also going to play a lot of Rivals off camera so that we can at least secure Div 4 rank 3, hopefully Div 4 rank 2, because that would be some decent packs. And I've got to make the decision as to whether or not I'm going tradable or untradeable. I think the best play right now would be to go tradable. It might be to take the coins, but that's boring and that's not good for the content. The best content, of course, would be to take untradeable packs because we get the most packs. The worst thing for content would be to take the coins, because although it's maybe the most sensible thing to do, it's not best for content. But I think the middle ground right there, and the chance where you could risk it to make big bank, is to take the tradable rewards right now. Because if you do pack like a Musa Sissoko, or you know, like an 81 rated player, yeah, if you pack that untradeable, it's kind of like, ooh, okay, I got a good player. But if you pack it tradable, bang, that's coins right there. So I think we're probably going to go with tradable rewards this week, even though it's half the amount of packs. And then as the market settles to normality, as this game sort of settles in over the next couple of weeks, we'll obviously then go to the untradeable rewards so that we can get the most packs or the most content for you guys. So we are into some division rivals today, and I mean, we come up against a nice Prem team, lots of high-rated players. Pookie's in there, and he's very dangerous. My question to you guys is that you know that we've kind of got enough coins, we've got enough stuff about us that we can make the 20 to 30k that it costs to get this Pookie. Should we get him? Like, I don't see him making his way into our team, and I just don't know whether, you know, whilst packs are the way that they are, I know you only get a couple of 7.5k packs, But if you pack like one board and you bring that price down, that makes it kind of viable. Pookie might be a good little substitute for the weekend league. I don't know. I currently, in my head, I'm thinking I'm not really going to do him. I'm an Ipswich Town fan. I don't really like Norwich City. They're not my favourite club in the world. Let's just put it that way. So I'm not buzzing to get a Teemu Pookie, even though I can appreciate that the guy is doing crazy stuff in the Premier League right now. He actually is a very, very good striker. He's not a card that I super desire, but I really like the card design. I think he might be useful for us on the road to glory, so we could get him. It's just whether or not it's worth it. There is also another card that's out at the moment, the MLS Player of the Month, Martinez, who looks nuts, but he's like 3 or 4 times the price of Pookie, so I don't know if that would be a wise move to spend nearly 100,000 or something on a... on just a super sub, because I'm never going to use him in my first team. So we'll figure it out. I'll show you that Martinez card later on in this video as well. I'm sure you guys have already seen it plenty of times on social media. But we're 1-0 down in this game until we knock it into Delaney from the short corner, who once again displays great long shot ability. Now that one was just on the edge of the box. We hit it green. He's got a lovely peach of a left foot, this guy, and he just whips it around the goalkeeper into that side netting. Lovely goal, and we'll take the equaliser, thank you very much. So he genuinely is a fantastic CDM on this game. And I reckon, I mean, obviously by the time that you guys are watching this, he's no longer in Team of the Week and his regular card is back out. He's going to be expensive for a little while because of the supply and demand type thing, but if you do have the likes of Jadon Sancho, if you do have the Dortmund players in your squad, and you want to get a Delaney in there, I reckon regular Delaney is actually a seriously good card, and I would say well worth the coins that you'll probably pay for him. So he's been my standout midfielder. He's been better than Goretzka for me. That is absolutely for sure. Now I should have shot in that situation right there, rather trying to sweat it to the back post. That was silly from Lasty, and he regrets his decisions a lot. I also should have cut that one back inside and then maybe tried to curl it around the goalkeeper as opposed to like hitting it near post. I still need a lot. There's a lot of learning for me to do because I am creating some chances. I'm just not scoring every single one of them, and that is going to cost me games. It definitely is. I mean, right here we get super fortunate to get a 90th minute winner. The way that falls to Marlon, I end up getting the ball back. I understand it's super lucky. And I'll take that win. 2-1. It's going to give us more Rivals rank points. It's going to give us more coins, it's good to get the wins, isn't it, in Rivals? So a very close game. GG's to my opponent. That one genuinely could have gone down as a draw, but we were able to just about come out on top. So from that, we're going to get 80 champs points. We're now 10% of the way there towards the weekend league, and we are up to 1377 skill rating. That boosts us up into, I mean, at the time it was rank 3. I mean, we know that it's all refreshed at the time that you're watching this, but like I said, my aim is to be into rank 3 or to maybe rank 2. It all depends for tomorrow's episode. So Teemu Pookie features once again in this guy's squad, and this is a really nice OP looking Premier League team. I get off to a really good start in this game. Konate knocks it into Havertz, cuts back inside, knocks it to Goretzka, out to Marlon, who's got lots of pace, and we're going to try and use and abuse that pace right now. Knock it into King Kai, lovely ball through to Goretzka. First time shot because I am in a great situation to take a shot first time. I'm very composed in that situation with Goretzka, so why not get that a little bit of extra shot power behind the ball rather than taking a touch and then maybe it being too late to shoot, and we get the goal with the German. So although I've said Delaney is my favourite midfielder so far, it's not like Goretzka's doing nothing. He is also very solid. Promes knocks it in back to Marlon, actually, who strikes that one first time. Now, that right there is a shot which I'm not sure about. Like, I don't think I'm super composed to receive the ball at that angle, at that speed, to then hit it first time perfectly in the bottom corner. Obviously, I'll take the goal, but I'm not sure whether or not, like, I can't remember. I don't think that one was timed. So that seems like a pretty powerful shot which, again, you guys might want to take note of and maybe try and adapt and bring into your game. So we go 2-0 up in this one. Some pretty poor defending and some nice passing play later. My opponent gets back into it with a goal from Jesse Lingard, and I'm not gonna lie, that celebration's a little bit annoying, isn't it? That's a bit of a wind-up one. And then Ndombele keeps the ball nicely, plays it into Lingard, and what a ball that is through to Pukki. Good job, my goalkeeper's there to put enough pressure on him to make him hit it wide of the post. But you can see my opponent is really starting to pressure me now. He ends up getting a very dodgy lucky goal. It is just a rebound, the parry out from the goalkeeper. I hope that's fixed at some point soon, because that's happening more than ever. But he definitely deserved a goal because of the amount of pressure he's putting on me. There's my first red card of the road to glory. Yeah, really poor time tackle when I was already on a yellow card with Goretzka. That's stupidity from me. And we are down to 10 men, so that's going to make this game a little bit harder, isn't it? But in the first 10 minutes of the second half, my opponent gives away a penalty. Gives me a penalty, and I strike it. I bluff my opponent. It's super obvious to tell which way your head is looking when the penalties are taken. So my advice to you might be to aim one way and then move it back down to the middle, or try and move it over to the other side without hitting it wide at the very last second. We were able to score the goal there, go 3-2 up, but it does not last long. 3-3, my opponent gets that goal with Pukki, who seems super dangerous, so maybe it is a wise decision for us to get him. He scores once again. He is kind of doing what he's been doing in real life, holding that, like, that offside trap line, that offside line. He is really holding that very well and making perfectly timed runs. Must be something to do with his attacking positioning, and then, of course, he's got the finishing to boot, so he's going to be able to score lots of goals either way. So we're 4-3 down. Gabriel Jesus knocks it in and Pukki's free again. I don't know where my defenders are there. I don't know if that's a me dragging defenders out kind of thing or what, but even so, that's poor from me, and we are now 5-3 down. It looks like we're going to lose this match. However, Delaney knocks it in, some very, very fast one-touch passing, gets it through. I can sweat it off to Promes, and even though he gets a bit of a defensive kick on it, it still falls to me, and even with the red time shot, that one falls in the back of the net. It don't matter, though, because he just runs rings around me again with Teemu Pukki, and I end up going 6-4 down. But I am going to score my nicest goal of the episode. A lovely new turn, and then just some great dribbling. And we absolutely sent the defender for a hot dog there. And a lovely, lovely green-timed finesse shot from Quincy Promes gets me back in this game. So an 11-goal thriller in this match. 11 versus 10. Me with the 10 men, of course. Well, you know, 6-5 loss. Pukki was just too difficult to deal with. I'm not going to lie. So that is actually... Is that my first proper loss? I'm pretty sure that's my first proper loss on the series. So, yeah, welcome to me losing a game on FIFA. Gonna take that one, absolutely no problem whatsoever. Down to 1348 skill rating. We lost quite a lot there, I guess. And we're up to, you know, we're midway through rank 3. At this point, obviously, you've seen this over the last few days. We got the ones to watch fan vote. I didn't really pay much attention to it. I chose Eder Militao here because it's between Eder Militao and Saint Maximin. I'm guessing Saint Maximin, the Newcastle winger, is most definitely going to win. But I figured if we were ever needing friendlies and stuff, I think Eder Militao is a more solid option to take. He's kind of like worth more. I know he's alone, but I'm going to take that one in case we ever need it. And then I guess Saint Maximin wins the vote anyway, in my opinion, because of the Prem. So this is that Joseph Martinez. He's 86 rated with 93 pace, 85 dribbling, 85 shooting. He's also got crazy agility and balance, and he does look monstrous. He has been downgraded to 3-star skills from 4-star this year, from last year. So I don't think he's as OP as before, and he costs around 100,000 coins. I think we're going to have to pass on him. We just don't quite have the funds to make that happen. And I need to learn to not do every single SBC under the sun, because that's not beneficial for me financially. A couple more bronze things sold, bringing us up into profit for that bronze pack method session that we did. And it's time for one more game on the road to glory today. One more Division Rivals game to see what we can make happen. Now, that's a lovely squad that my opponent's got right there. He's got a lot of 85 rated, a lot of high rated players in there. And I could tell right off the get-go that this was not going to be good. He was a solid player. I would say that he'd put quite a lot of hours into this game. I mean, he made a couple mistakes. We just didn't pounce on them to begin with. You know, we nearly scored there with Sancho, but a good save from the goalkeeper. Quincy Promes then running through, knocks it into Havertz, knocks it back inside again through the legs of the defender, and we score at the near post with Promes. So we get back into the game just before half-time, and he hadn't actually managed to score another goal, even though he was a solid player. So I was quite positive at half-time that actually, although his passing and possession was great, we've only let him have one shot on goal, but he was clinical. So any more shots on goal, I can expect to fly in the back of the net, right? And that's exactly what happens. I think I kind of make a tackle there, but it flies straight back to Promes, and it is what it is. You know, that kind of happened to us. The goalkeeper parries it straight out into Immobile, or Immobile, however you pronounce his name properly. So that's another unfortunate goal to concede. And then some poor defending here. Like, I don't know what I was doing, but a solid finish from the Italian. Makes it 4-1 and makes that game look really, really poor from me. He was a good player. I actually checked out his profile afterwards, and I saw that there were a lot of screenshots from FIFA 19 where he finished elite and got lots of good red Premier League, like, TOTS players and stuff. So I think he was a pretty high caliber of player, and I just got unfortunate that I matched up against him. So be it. That's, you know, those sorts of games you're going to learn from, right? So a few more bronze things sold, just like 200 coin players that I've been listing over and over again, mostly because they're duplicates, so I'm just going to keep listing them. Normally I would just shove the stuff that doesn't sell after 1 or 2 times back in the club, but these guys I'm just literally going to keep listing because they are duplicates and I can do nothing other than discard them, so I might as well try and make 150 or 200 coins off them, right? So you can check out the player bios of my current squad right now and see how much I paid for everyone and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure this squad is worth over 250,000 coins, which I'm really quite proud of in the first sort of 10 episodes of the series. And we've actually had this for a couple of episodes now as well. And that has all come from doing the advanced SBCs. This is going to wrap up today's episode, guys. Do me a massive favor. Smash that thumbs up button. I know we can hit 5,000 likes, so that is your target. 5k, go for it right now. And of course you can come follow me on social media. My Twitter and my Instagram will be popping up on screen, and I'd greatly appreciate the follows over there as well. And yeah, nice to talk to you guys on my other social media as well as in the comment section. Most importantly, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy FIFA, and yeah, just have a great time. I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.